You are Locked On Auburn, your daily podcast on the Auburn Tigers. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Yes, welcome on into this special weekly edition of Locked On Auburn. Yes, of course, Locked On Auburn, your first listen every day about all things Auburn Tigers, football, and basketball. But starting this week, every Monday night, we will be dropping a special weekly basketball show. Most of the time, it's probably going to be the same two guests or so, but just we're going to recap what happened the weekend before and preview what's coming up this week, all things Auburn basketball. This week, we will be joined by Coach Pruitt. Of course, he's the director of Auburn basketball operations. And we'll also be joined by Auburn guard Zep Jasper to talk about what all this offseason looked like, what the team chemistry looks like, and of course, what's going down this Friday with the exhibition against Southern Indiana. That'll be taking place at Auburn Arena at 7 o'clock. Looked at tickets the other day, pretty reasonably priced. So highly recommend you check that out. This team seems focused. This team seems ready. And it's just going to get tougher and tougher to find a ticket as the season goes on. But really, really believe in this group. And we'll jump into those conversations in just a moment. Today's show brought to you by our friends at Prize Picks. It's the leader in daily college sports, daily fantasy. I said some of those words too many times, but look, I've been playing Prize Picks a ton for college football. I can't wait for college basketball to get here because it'll be fun to play daily college basketball fantasy. Prize Picks is the leader. Go to prizepicks.com. Use promo code LOCKEDON. You'll get a nice bonus deposit match up to $100. Just be sure to use the promo code LOCKEDON. Don't hesitate. Check out prizepicks.com today and use promo code LOCKEDON or go to your app store to download the app today. Prize Picks, daily fantasy made easy. All right, and joining us now, Auburn guard Zep Jasper. Zep, there has been so much energy, so much anticipation about this Auburn basketball team. You guys get things going in an exhibition Friday night. I know you guys are excited to play against somebody other than yourselves.
No doubt. Every day I was going to practice, with the mindset of just, getting better and making my teammates better because, sometimes it's hard, going against your teammates, each and every practice, the plays, the playing style, the system. It's just, you play hard, you got 10, 11 teammates that go hard too. It's like you keep pounding on yourself, and as soon as you play other teams, it's like now we get to pound on somebody else when we've been pounding on each other. So I always going in the mindset like, let's just go hard and get the week over with, and we're gonna go against another team, and we gotta have that same energy when we go against other teams.
Absolutely. Zep, it sounds like this team really likes each other. It seems like you guys really, really get along. And, the fact that so many of you guys are new because of the transfer rule and all that now, that may be a little unique at this point of the season. Would you agree with that? I mean, how close is this team?
This team is very close. I think we got a special bond. Like, this team bonds so closely. We like a brotherhood. Like, as soon as we came here, as soon as we linked up with each other, it's like we had love for each other. Like, that's like, as soon as I linked up with every team, I called him my brother because I feel like we got each and every, like, we got all each other backs. Like, if one man go down, we're gonna help him up. Two men go down, we're gonna help him up. No matter the situation, we're gonna help. Whatever we're gonna help, or we're gonna do what we need to do.
Sure. Who's kind of stepped up and been the voice of this team? Has there been a guy in this locker room that's kind of taken that role? I've heard Alan Flanagan, due to him not being able to practice right now, he stepped up a ton. What are your thoughts on, who's kind of been the vocal leader so far?
Well, Al, he's been a vocal leader. With him being out, he always give great tips and great leadership. With him being one of the best players in the SEC, which I think, he's one of the top three players in the SEC easily. I kind of think he don't get the respect he needs to get, in the SEC. With him being hurt, a lot of people kind of count us out a little bit. I still believe, but I think he didn't, stepped up with his leadership role with him being out, and he's slowly approaching back. But if I had to say who stepped it up on the court, I think this team we lead by example.
Sure.
Like I would say, just if they see a person going hard, they pick up off that person energy. Like if I'm playing defense hard, I believe like they go out, they feed off their energy. Like they see me going super hard, they see me pressuring the ball, and I believe like we get rowdy, we get hyped when they see things like that. So it just increased the energy, and when we increase the energy, it's like we can't be stopped. It's like we put our energy and our effort into the game. So it's so contagious when you see a person going so hard and you ain't used to it, and now it's like you got 10, 11 dogs out there trying to go hard, and it's like I don't want to. It's like if we play against a team, I don't want to play against them because they're gonna go out like some dogs.
Right. I love that you brought up your defense, you playing defense. That seems to be something that just reports coming out of practice. It's, man, Zep can play some defense. And a lot of that Zep is effort, and obviously ability comes with that. But, I mean, I've been reading and hearing reports that, like, when you and KD are in at the same time, the defense is just absolutely locked down. It's like you got to change how you're doing practice because you guys are so aggressive and in other people's faces.
Well, I would say, the defensive tendencies. I just like to play defense because I feel like you can't just be a one-dimensional player. Like,
yeah,
you got to play both sides of the ball. Like, you look at all those NBA players. You got several NBA players. You got like Jaylen Brown. You got Paul George. You got Kawhi Leonard. You got all types of players, and I just look at myself like one of those guys that just want to be a two-way player that can help my team out and lead by example. Like I said, I'm not a big talkative guy, like a big yelly rah guy, but I'm one of those guys that I want to go out every game and play hard and play with energy. I want the fans to feed off my energy. I want the team to feed off my energy. I want people to feed off my energy. Just to know, like, everything I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go hard and go. I'm gonna do it with a passion, like, and I'm gonna make sure I go out with a bang. And when I play defense, I just want to stop my man. I want to help my team win. And when I look at the SEC and I look at college basketball, I believe I'm one of the best defenders in the nation, and I believe I'm gonna stop some of the best players in the nation this year.
I think you're going to as well, Zep. I really do. And be real with me. So let's say, you force a turnover in practice or something like that. Has it gone through your mind like, oh, I cannot wait to do this in a jam-packed Auburn arena where the place will just go absolutely crazy? Has that crossed your mind yet?
Oh, no doubt. I ain't been in front of fans like 9,000, 10,000 fans in a year. And my nickname is Honey Badger. Like, my nickname ain't Honey Badger for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm a very crowd pleaser. Like, I love to get the crowd hyped. When I'm playing defense, I hear that crowd. I get a steal. We get a dunk. That's gonna make me play defense even more. Like, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna lose my mind on defense. When I say lose my mind, I don't care if I'm tired. I'm gonna lose my mind. But I want to stop those best players. I want to be that man on the team that makes sure that player is not getting what he wants.
Mm-hmm. Do you like? Do you like defending guys when they have the ball? Do you like defending guys when, let's say you're defending a wing that's off ball? Is that something that doesn't matter? But I imagine you want the guy, you want to be on the guy with the ball, right?
Oh yeah. I would say I'm a better on-ball defender than off-ball defender.
Okay.
I would say I got things to work on still with the off-ball because I be so locked in, being an on-ball defender. I'm like, my whole life I always guarded on ball because I always guarded the best players. So, when I get those tendencies of guarding those players, it's like I watch their weights. I watch the ball, where they going, what's their moves, what they do. Can they go right? Can they go left?
Right.
So I would say I'm a better on ball defender than off ball, but I have been learning, from all the coaches, the whole coaching staff, with learning how to jump to the ball and just how to get better on ball defense, because I know I used to struggle, but I got better over the years. But I didn't got better, since I've been at Auburn on off ball defense.
Sure. How much preparation goes into that? I mean, obviously there's a physical aspect, but you mentioned like, okay, does this guy go left? Does this guy go right? Can he use his left hand when he drives and attacks the basket? How much of that scouting are you doing before the game?
Well, actually, we do a lot of scouting.
Sure.
We watch film every day, and basically we have to know what players do, what's their strength, what's their strength and their weaknesses. So, going into a game, you gotta have an idea of what they're gonna do, because if you don't have no idea, you're just gonna be clueless, and you just gotta watch players you guard. Like me, I probably watch 1 through 3.
Mm-hmm.
The point, the shooting guard, and the small forward, and
Right.
figure out, what they do, just in case. I might end up on a big guard, like a 6'6" guard. It still don't matter. As long as I know what he does and watch film on him, I believe I can guard threes too. 6'6" guys, 6'7", I can guard those guys too. So as long as I know in my mind and know what coming into the game, what they gonna do, what moves they do all the time, and if they get tired, I believe they can be stopped. And it's all about, pressuring the ball and making sure those guys get tired. When guys get tired, they don't want pressure. They fiend away from pressure. You wear them down and you see it in their eyes, and it's like, dang, he's a pest. He's a honey badger.
Yeah. He's not leaving me alone.
He's not leaving me alone. So it's like, I got to get the ball away. I can't dribble on this dude, because he's coming every time. Like, he got too much energy.
Well, then you probably smell blood, right?
I smell blood. When I smell the blood, I get in my way, and I start, like I say, for the crowd get into it. It's gonna be crazy then. Crazy.
Zep, how has this offseason been different at Auburn than it was at College of Charleston?
Oh, that's a great question.
Thanks.
It's been unbelievable.
Yeah.
The jump, from the weight room to the basketball, standpoint. I would say the weight room, I gained 20 pounds since I've been here.
Really?
Like, I gained 20 pounds. I got stronger, bigger. I'm finishing with contact. Conditioning. I'm in very great shape. On the basketball standpoint, I've been working on my passes. Just trying to read ball screens better, and just trying to be aggressive. At first I wasn't aggressive when I got here. I was trying to learn and adjust. But once I start getting used to it, and once I start, feeling what I can do in this system, I start feeling comfortable, and it's been showing. And, I don't like to say how proud I am of myself, but, I reward myself for just being patient and being listening to every coach on the coaching staff, because I feel like without their help, I wouldn't be able to be me. And without my coaching staff at Charleston, who was at Charleston, I wouldn't be able to be me. So I believe, like, the jump, it's been a great jump. I don't think people believe in how great of a jump it has been, and how great I believe this season gonna go for me and the team. Like, the team, we've been working hard, and we're gonna have a good year. Even though I believe we're the underdogs, in the SEC, but I believe we can come out on top.
Yeah. No, I believe it too. Absolutely. Zep, what do we know about this team that you guys will be playing Friday? Southern Indiana. Obviously, your head coach, Bruce Pearl, was there a long time ago, had a lot of success with them. How are you guys prepping for them for Friday night?
Well, we're prepping for them just like they're a great team. We always got to come into the game with a great mindset. Like, no matter what's their name, no matter what's on the front of their jersey, they're all basketball players. They all can play. They all can shoot. They all can do anything we can do. Well, they put on pants just like us. We put on pants just like them. So, you know, the way we prepare and the way Coach, you know, BP been talking about it, they're gonna be well coached. They're gonna come in, um, shooting, driving, kick, and we just been watching film and trying to see, you know, how we're gonna stop them and trying to see what we're gonna do for the week. I think this week we gonna, you know, like key in on them and key in on them what we gonna do this week.
Right. Yeah, I think a lot of folks are really excited to see what you guys bring and how you guys play Friday. And yeah, I can't wait to see it. I wasn't able to go watch you guys at the scrimmage this past Friday, but I'm excited to come watch you guys this Friday night, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I think
No
your guys
doubt.
are going to have a really good showing. Hey, you signed a deal with Baumhauer's, right?
No doubt. I signed a deal with Baumhauer's. That's the place to be. The best wings in, you know, Auburn. I actually got that place from the last podcast we did.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy because we did that podcast, the last one. I went to so many restaurants and fell in love with so many restaurants around here because of the podcast. And,
Sure.
you know, Baumhaus, I fell in love with it. And I appreciate that for, you know, just having me on the podcast, you know, last time. And, you know, I'm always grateful for things like this because without that podcast, I wouldn't have been at Baumhaus. I wouldn't have got that deal, you know, so I
No,
appreciate you.
we're good friends with Baumhauer's. We over the summer we recorded Locked on Auburn there every Monday night. We're gonna start that back up in January, I think. But yeah, Baumhauer's has become the place for Auburn basketball fandom. They signed. We're doing the post game show on ESPN 106.7 live from Baumhauer's after every Saturday game starting in December, and so you guys are gonna go eat at Baumhauer's a good bit as well. So yeah, they got it going on over there for sure.
Oh yeah, they got it. They got it going on for sure. They got everything you need there. It's just a great place. Kevin, the owner, he's a great dude.
Love Kev.
Um,
Absolutely.
you know, it's a great place to go watch games too. Like, you know, after we get big wins, you know, people should come there and you know, chill with the team sometimes.
Absolutely, bud. Absolutely. Well, hey, best of luck Friday. Look forward to doing this every week throughout the basketball season. And yeah, look forward to chatting with you next Monday.
No doubt. Hopefully we talk about the game next week and see how it goes. But you know, the plan is to, you know, to win every game and go out there and play hard and give all our effort and, you know, just try to give it all for our fans and for our people who watch us play.
Awesome. Thank you, Zep.
All right, thank you.
That was awesome stuff from Zep Jasper. We'll be joined by Coach Pruitt in just a moment. But today's show brought to you by Built Bar. Built Bar is leading the protein bar world. I mean, all these bars look and taste like candy bars. You think I don't know. I thought about giving them out to folks trick-or-treating over the weekend. Obviously, that's a joke. I would never give anyone a Built Bar. They're all delicious. So I want them all to myself. But they're all covered 100% in chocolate, very high in protein, very low in calories, very low in sugar. They're delicious. Go to Built.com. Use promo code LOCKED15 to get 15% off your order. Use promo code LOCKED15 for 15% off. That is at Built.com. All right, joining us now, Coach Chad Prewett, Director of Basketball Operations. How are you? Thank you for taking a few minutes out of your week to hang out with us.
Zach, what's up, my man? How you doing?
It's good, man. It's good. Appreciate your time. So big week for Auburn basketball. Obviously, get things going this Friday with an exhibition game against Southern Indiana. But I'm sure you guys are tired of playing against yourselves and ready to play against somebody else.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, we had a scrimmage versus UAB, I guess, last weekend, a private scrimmage. You know, came out with a lot of energy and I thought played well. And then Friday night, you know, played ourselves and didn't play quite as well. I think you're right, man. We're ready to see a different colored jersey. That's what we're ready to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, Coach, there's been a ton of preseason buzz about this lineup and one of the most talented rosters, if not the most talented roster that Auburn basketball has ever had. How do you coach that? Do you coach that any differently than you would any other teams? Do you kind of have to say, hey, knock them down a little bit? You haven't won anything yet, that kind of messaging? Or is this group kind of disciplined enough where you don't have to do stuff like that?
Well, good question. First of all, Bruce Pearl is the best I've ever seen at motivating the team and keeping them hungry and humble. We're literally, and this sounds like coach speak, but we're literally trying to get better every single day. And with so many new guys, there's so much to learn as far as our system goes. And I think that's kept them pretty locked in. And then, now that we start playing some folks with some different colored jerseys, I think they'll be excited about trying to get better, trying to improve. I like our team. But there's, a lot of those guys are not proven yet. And so, again, I don't want to sound like, just the average coach, but we're going to try to get better today at practice and then try to do the exact same thing tomorrow.
What's it like coaching with a guy like Bruce Pearl? I know that's been fun. You guys have spent several years together now. I'm sure you guys are very close in finishing each other's sentences, but that's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, just an absolute unbelievable person. When you spend 12, 13, 14 hours a day with someone for the last 7 years, you get to know everything about them. And, I just appreciate for what he is and what, I hope Auburn people understand how special it is to have, Bruce here and just the energy and buzz, but just an unbelievable coach, the ability to get the most out of his teams, the team. We've always played with a lot of freedom and confidence, and that confidence comes from him. And, we're blessed to have him, blessed to be a part of his staff, blessed to call him a great friend, and our goal is to try to get back to the Final Four and win a national championship.
Right. Yeah. And you got the team where, that's definitely a possibility this season. Coach, a ton of depth on this team. Do you handle that differently, especially with, the transfer rule and, you want everybody to stay happy a little bit more? I'm sure that kind of changes some of the dynamics there, but do you still go into the season saying like, okay, we're probably going to play this amount of guys and the guys on this team just kind of have to play for those spots? Or is it the kind of thing where, okay, you may have 10 guys that deserve playing time every single night, and so you figure out a way to get those 10 guys on and just kind of figure out the minutes over the course of the season? Is it one or the other? Or do you say, okay, we want to play 8 or 9 guys and, just the top 8 or 9 guys kind of fit into it? Or do you mold it as the season goes on based on, kind of how the season evolves?
Yeah, if you look at the track record, of how we've played our guys in the past, we're going to play 9 or 10 guys every night. And I think the style and the tempo that we play kind of suits that perfectly. So, we got 11 guys on scholarship. We added Preston Cook, a former walk-on, at 12. We're going to play 10 or 11 guys. And so, nothing really changes for us. Now, the roles are up to those guys. How many minutes they get is going to ultimately be to each of the players. And so we're excited for the competition. The competition has been incredible. A lot of guys that are working really hard, not only during the practice times, but working on their own. And kind of train to be like a pro. We talk about that all the time, train like a pro, take care of your body, make really good decisions, be good in the classroom. I think make yourself a better person. We talk about those things every single day. Just to kind of excited to see, where we shake out with that. The competition has been really good for the depth. And, through the season, you're going to deal with injuries, you're going to deal with issues. And so it's good to be able to have 9, 10, 11 guys that we feel really comfortable with.
And an injury hit the team a few weeks ago with Alan Flanagan missing some time. How has response to that been? It sounds like he has been an outstanding leader, even though he can't participate right now. It sounds like, just based on what I've heard and talking to folks, Coach, that Alan has really stepped up as far as that off the court role, kind of leading and getting folks motivated.
Yeah, well, he's a natural leader, and our guys, really listen to him. He's obviously one of the better players. He's been there. His potential, and he used the word potential, but his ceiling's high. I mean, he could be really, really special. And so, we've challenged him to kind of be the best he can be off the court, not just on the court. And so we got a lot of guys who look up to him, and hopefully we get him back healthy and be able to make a really good run toward the end of the year.
Sure, absolutely, Coach. Just another second, then I'll let you get back on the road. But what do we know about the Southern Indiana team? I know it's not a super well-known team, but that's not how you want these guys to approach the exhibition game coming up this Friday. What exactly are we looking for with this team coming into town?
Well, Coach Pruitt was there. He won a national championship, Division II national championship there years ago. Maybe even 25 years ago. I can't remember the exact number, but
Sure.
It's special place for him. It'll be a special night for him. Coach Stan Gerard, who's there and played for Coach Pruitt, is the head coach at Southern Indiana. So it'll be an emotional night. We played Indianapolis probably 5 or 6 years ago, Division II team. We beat them in overtime. And so, there's a lot of really good Division II teams. We expect them to be very well prepared. Some of the things that they run, especially when you see, early in the year when you play, say, a Division II or you play some mid-majors, you have a lot of undersized guys. And so a lot of times they take advantage of your size, and you think you would be able to take advantage of their lack of size, but it's something to really overcome when you're guarding really another guard at the 4-man position. And so a lot of these guys have 5s that can really shoot it as well, and so it just stretches the floor. We work really, really hard at the beginning of the year, not just with our exhibitions, really all the mid-major because of those matchup problems. So we're looking forward. It's going to be a really good game. They'll come in here very prepared and looking forward to playing the All-Tigers.
Do you handle an exhibition game differently than a normal game? Is there kind of more that you would want to see, kind of like an NFL preseason game, or is this essentially dress rehearsal? Like, hey, this is what a real game is going to look like before things get going for real next week.
Yeah, it'd be a dress rehearsal. It'll be okay because we have Morehead State coming in on Tuesday, and it's very talented. An NCAA team, a team that expects to win their league. And so, yeah, we're going to treat Friday night. We're trying to get better, and it's one of those things we've got to learn from Friday night, and then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, get ready for a really good Morehead State coming in after that.
Coach, thank you for your time. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate your wiggle.
All right, so our first week is in the books in regards to this weekly college basketball show. If you just found us, we're still daily, but I wanted to take a specific show every week where we talk to Zep and Coach Pruitt about everything going on in the world of basketball. So let me know what you think. Comment on YouTube, like the video, subscribe. Please subscribe. That would mean a ton. And if you're listening through a podcast app, please subscribe and leave a review if you can. Would mean an absolute ton. We'll see you tomorrow right here on Locked On Auburn.